Hey guys, welcome back to Life's Abundant Journey. Today we're going to be cleaning up my mom's flower beds for the fall, and I got my bucket over there and my clippers, and I'll show you what the beds look like right now. You can see we started to put out some decorations. I got a little witch there. Here's the bee blossom. I'm going to plant some mums in here. And these turtle heads are looking great. Blooming right now. We still have some pollinators in here. There they are. And the Shasta daisies are going to get chopped down. They had a lot of issues with Japanese beetles this year, which we're trying to treat. The spirea is a beautiful shade of browns and reds and oranges, so we're going to leave this for now. And then this anemone over here is blooming beautifully all year. It's like this green foliage, and look at these flowers. They're just stunning. Even the little buds are beautiful. We have some red Horatia over here, Coral Bell, which looks great for the fall, so I'm going to leave those. Got echinacea pretty much everywhere, and I'm just going to prune that back in preparation for winter because it seeded itself some. We wanted to see if it would spread a bit. All of the hydrangeas are turning beautiful shades of rusty rose. The rose is up there. Not sure what we're going to do with those. My dad's in charge of those. But over here we have this balsam, I think, and we're going to move this. It's very floppy. We're going to put it somewhere, and I think I'm going to put a butterfly bush there. This is just milkweed, which is still green, so I'll leave that. I absolutely love these sedums. Showy snow caps is what they're called. And the color is just beautiful for fall. They're a cabbage-like leaf. And this anise hyssop has been blooming all year. Lovely purple lavender color. These astilbe are great for fall. You know, they're a nice burnt orange color. Over here you can see some more echinacea and all of the seeds that have fallen, so I'm gonna prune those back. I had seeded a couple of zinnias, or I had seeded a lot of zinnias, and a few of them came up. See a couple more over here. Better late than never. Here's my little rain meter. Not much rain lately. And now these pink flowers here. These are pink turtle heads. My markings on these signs didn't hold up very much, so I'm going to have to try a different type of Sharpie. I used the Sharpies that they came with, but these are all Shasta daisies. They have disease of some sort, so I'm going to have to figure out what to do with them next year, but I'm going to prune those back. Have a maple tree here. Maybe someday I can tap it. But that's going to turn beautiful colors this fall. These phlox definitely can be pruned back. And here you can see all of the hydrangeas that are turning beautiful shades of a dried rosy color. This is Junior Walker Nepeta, and some of it looks better than the others. I'll probably just leave that for now. Maybe I'll prune back a couple of them. This one looks great, but these ones are a little bit more dried. This is called an Invincible Spirit hydrangea. It's yellow tones. And here are our roses, double knockout roses that Japanese beetles had their way with this summer. Got a couple more blooms on there. This tree is a Canadian hemlock evergreen. So it's a little bit not what we wanted here. And just some more Shasta daisies, I believe, over here. So if I take you down the hill, still have some wildflowers growing there. We're gonna try some winter planting of poppies this winter. But we have some wild poppies here that are still blooming, which is beautiful. And lots of dead flowers. I think these were black-eyed Susans. That's what's going on there. Along this edge over here, lots of hydrangeas that are just going to pass. Those are some those lilacs or hydrangeas down there. I'll put it on the screen, whatever those are. There were giant allium down there, but we have trimmed those down, and we're hoping that they have seeded themselves because those were so cool. We have some Russian sage over here that's been blooming all summer. Beautiful purple color. The false spirea over here have some sickness. These ones aren't doing hot over here, but then these ones look great, so not sure, but I love this color for fall. This is a limelight hydrangea. See my mom's little garden sign there. Isn't that cute? The salvia over here looks pretty sad, so I'll probably prune that back. And then my dad just planted this I forget what it's called. Firefox? I'll put it on the screen. This will be green during the summer and have foliage, but it's red sticks in the winter, and my mom really wanted some of those just for kind of winter decor. So we had some hydrangeas in here that were very floppy, so we pulled those out. Now these Horatia don't look as happy as the other ones, so I might prune these back as the red ones across the way. And then all of this is just Coreopus rather. And that's just going to kind of take over underneath the hydrangeas. And here's the quick fire with a little scarecrow crow on there. And I love this tree so much. Ooh. Love it so much. I'm gonna leave these Mandevilla up here because they're doing great, but I will be transitioning them to a winter look once they have passed. But since they're still blooming, I cannot bring myself to turn it into a fall decor look. So I'm now in the lower area of the yard, and there's hydrangeas you can see lining each side of the pathway here that I'm going to leave, obviously. I got some geranium over here that's still flowering, so I'll wait on that. I gotta figure out what to do with this 9-bark that mysteriously came back to life this year. Looks wonderful. I know it needs some pruning, but I believe it needs it in the spring. But what I do need to do over here, this geranium. I probably could cut back this geranium. It's got some flowers, but it looks quite messy. But we don't go in this side of the yard very much in the winter or in the fall, so I might just leave it. But I'm gonna cut back these echinacea over here. Then we got this Wigella over here. That is just kind of a random plant, honestly. I don't love it. I thought it had some insect damage. Well, it does, but seems to have grown a lot this year. And then we have this forget-me-not that's still blooming over here. And the leaves look wonderful. So I'm gonna leave those. Look at this beautiful hydrangea. I'm guessing this is a limelight. It's so pretty. I love this rosy color. It's so beautiful. Let's see, what do we got over here? More hydrangeas, some spirea, or astilbe. Astilbe, I think is what I mean. and those look wonderfully alive, so I'll leave those. And these geraniums look not great. These astilbes just need to be cleaned up because there's some weeds in there. And we got Marigold City over here. Look at how much those have filled in. That's insane. Wow. And this is one of my favorite hydrangea plants. I love how it flowers. It's so pretty. Our potted plants over here are still thriving with our supertunias. Let's check out this down here. We don't come down here much in the fall, so I can pretty much let just stuff die, and I might just wait. These are summer snowflakes, London lilies, but because aesthetically it doesn't matter, I probably will just leave those and let as much energy go back into the roots as I can. These must be 9 bark too. My mom wanted things over here. Let me see if I can zoom out. She wanted things over here that, because of everything here, all the gardens are really on a hill. It's very difficult to get in because the soil's soft, so then you end up like digging into the soil. So she wanted stuff that was very much hands-off, and I think that 9 bark against the wall looks great there. This is Fuzzy Duzia. Lots of hydrangeas. There's a Lenten rose back there, which is still green, so I'm gonna leave that. I forget what all of this stuff is. It looks like a type of geranium, but it's probably not. Alpine sea holly is far gone. I love this during the winter. This month I might just chop back right now, although I'd love for it to seed, but it's probably already done that. We have some sad hibiscus that we need to move. The ones at home are 6 feet tall, and these ones are knee height. So, okay, a little bit higher than knee height, but that one's not. So we're gonna move these. We gotta figure out where we're gonna put them. I'm not sure what these ones are, but they just need to be deadheaded. Oh, they have spider webs all over them. That's not good. Oh, Annabelle hydrangeas is what was up where that those red stick plants are now. So he put them here because they're my dad, because they were very floppy. So we figured we'll put them close to the woods area just to give some color. These are all ferns that have turned red. That's pretty, huh? I love that. We're not going to have many ferns next year because I've learned that I love the taste of fiddlehead ferns, and I am going to be eating them. We had some pumpkins that are clearly, no, these were squash. Clearly planted them too late, but I'm just going to leave them. They're not going to seed because there's a tiny little fruit there. And this one's very sad. That one's doing great, but you can see I dug up a big hole for it. It's great to see these supertunias that are still thriving on the water. Deadheading these takes forever. And actually, the one that I deadheaded doesn't look as good as the other ones. I deadheaded this one and it actually looks the worst, so I don't know. And this is actually a perennial right here. This is the sage that's up on the top of the yard. Oh my gosh, look at all of the ferns. They're beautiful. They're all in here. All right, so these are blueberry bushes. They were planted, I believe, last year, and this is actually a blueberry tree there. But those are like wild, and these are, I think, more traditional blueberry bushes. And my pumpkins didn't do anything. They all died. I'd put them in here and they're just long gone. So we'll try again that next year. They need more sun. So the problem with this property is there's landscaping fabric everywhere. Kind of kept out the weeds. But so it's hard. And then there's rock under that, like laid down rock to prevent weeds from growing. So planting down there is not the easiest. All right, I'll show you what the beds look like after I've cleaned them up. So we left all of these, and these are still blooming. Some of the Shasta daisies I cut down because they were pretty dead, but these ones are still blooming here. And then the echinacea I cut down completely, although the roses we're gonna leave until the spring. And this Heyy I just trimmed off the deadheaded it. This is more echinacea. These were all Shasta daisies that I trimmed back. There's some green there, but I figured I'd just leave that. So all Shasta daisies, and then the phlox over here I trimmed back. We'll see if these come back next year. Over here, I trimmed down this Heyy completely because these green Heyy looked very dead. And we have labeled these red sticks that are new, and they're Arctic Fire Red Dogwoods. So that's what those are. We got 2 of them. I ended up leaving this fall spirea over here. And over here, I trimmed up all of the geraniums that looked very dead. Oh, this is a Weigela over here. And that is what I thought was a 9 bark. So these are 9 barks. And there were more geraniums over here. I trimmed down some echinacea over there. And then these are not 9 bark. These are more Weigela that are like a hedge that we might leave kind of sporadic like that are growing tall. We haven't decided, or if we're gonna trim them up more. Most of this is still blooming, including these geraniums. So I just trimmed back the alpine sea holly that was back there. All right, guys, that's my fall cleanup for the beginning of October, end of September. Today's October 1st. Until next time, take care, guys. Bye.